trying this new thing where I'm gonna be vlogging my journey to jazz on Wednesdays, and then on Saturdays I'll be singing my songs for you. I'm gonna try so hard to be sticking with that and be consistent about that, because we all know how that goes, you know what I'm saying? And I really do want to share more of my life with you guys and vlog with you. So Wednesdays are vlogs, and Saturdays are singing. Yeah. Well, we meet again. Kitty corner in the coffee shop. With me, sipping on a $6 latte that you and I both know I can't afford, calorie-wise and financially-wise. Calorie-wise, because apparently I'm supposed to be on a diet, because apparently I'm overweight slash semi-obese. Like, what? How does that even happen? And it's like, I can't follow a diet for shit. Like, if it's not Subway, vanilla lattes, and chicken strips, listen, I'm done for it. The diet is already doomed from the beginning. Financially, because I'm an aspiring jazz singer. Need I say more? Balancing a day job, trying to pursue a career as a jazz singer while balancing life is quite stressful, especially when you're doing it on your own and you don't really have any support from people, friends, or family. It's like I'm supporting myself emotionally, I'm supporting myself financially, and it can be hard because you have obligations such as rent, bills, food, bills, and more bills. And it's just like, oh my gosh, is there anything left for me to actually invest in this? And also, when you have to be obligated to go to a 9 to 5, you're not really so passionate about, but you just need the monies. So you can invest in this and invest in your dream and invest in the materials that you need and try to make good quality work is what's really like stressful, and it becomes draining because sometimes you get off of work and you're just like really tired and you just don't want to do anything because it's like can't breathe working and dying. You know, you just get really drained from that, but then it's like, nope, now I gotta hustle on my side hustle after work, and sometimes it becomes draining. And it's like, after work, I usually spend it working on music, planning content, working on my vocal skills, doing music theory, and working on piano. And sometimes that stuff gets really like draining because you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And sometimes it becomes depressing. You get really depressed just doing the same thing over and over again. But then honestly, I have been seeing results at doing the same thing over and over again, but I'm not someone who likes to do the same thing over and over and over again because it makes me feel like I'm not accomplishing anything or I'm not getting anything done. So it gets a little depressing too. And there are some days where you just feel so tired that you don't even want to do music, you know, but it's like, I'm passionate about this and I want this. And balancing like taking care of yourself, paying your bills, keeping a home right, because I don't want to keep my home messy, and also networking with people, attending events. Like, oh my gosh, it's April and I haven't even attended a single event, and I'm just really kicking myself about that because it's important to attend events as a singer because that's how you network and stuff like that. And it is really hard when you're not getting support from people, like when you are supporting yourself in this, no friends or family or anything like that. It can be really stressful and really lonely because it's like, I already am like starting at the bottom because it's like I have no money, I have no connections to anything. So I'm really just starting from like zero, you know, and I'm doing my best to network, but networking is really hard, you know? You know, balancing a career, chasing jazz, this is something I've been doing for such a long time. And it's like, I've been doing this ever since like in my early 20s, and it's like, I'm literally just learning as I go. So I have one story. It was my first time recording in a recording studio. Child, those folks do not play. So, you know, I had no idea what I was doing. I'm a solo artist. I don't have a band. I don't play any instruments. Like, why am I making this more harder for myself? But it's like, I like being a one-woman show because I've been burned too many times, and it's like, I don't want to go through all that. I don't want to be depending on other people and they don't come through for you, and then you're just sitting there wondering what you're supposed to be doing with yourself. So this one time, I was supposed to go to a recording studio to record a song, and I was just gonna do it a cappella because, like I said, no instruments, no band. And I was taking the bus. Oh my gosh, public transportation. I put it in Google Maps, and it literally said this thing was like 10 minutes away from where I was. But then it literally took me like an hour to get there, so I was already late. The engineer really wasn't having it with me because I was already late. I get to the studio, and the engineer is like, okay, I'm all set up because you were late, so let's get started. So we get started, and I had no idea what I'm doing. The engineer is like, okay, this is the recording booth, record. And these are the buttons, and if you want to set it, you can set it however you want to. Me, I was literally clueless. I had no idea about anything. I never recorded in the studio at that time, and overall, it was just a disaster. Like, I had sent some samples into the recording studio before, and they were like, oh, this is awesome, you're so good. I shared this with my friends, blah, 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 blah. I was like, great. And then when I actually get to the recording studio and the session was done, the person was like, what was that? And I felt so bad because like I was so new to everything, and the person was just like, yeah, I don't understand this isn't it. This wasn't the assignment. I don't understand it. And I mean, honestly, in a nice way, the engineer was trying to tell me it sucked. It's just like, okay. I mean, I was literally there for no more than like 10 minutes, and I still had to pay $100 for that. It's like, oh my. So ever since that, it was just a disaster because I didn't know anything about anything. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how to prepare to record in a recording studio. And I didn't know anything about recording or like any of the settings. And the engineer just really so like helpful. And I mean, the person was literally texting on their phone the whole time while I was there recording. And they just seemed like they really did not want to be there. They made me feel like I was wasting their time. You know, and I was like, I'm new. And I literally spent no more than 10 minutes in a recording studio. So I was like, never again. Not never again, but it's just like, I think I'm going to start doing this on my own. So I do record music at home in my little apartment by myself. And I actually like it because I can take my time with it. I can be more creative with it. And I like that. You know, it is still a work in progress. I'm still learning as I go. But ever since that experience in a recording studio, I'm just like, okay. Never again. Like that was actually like $100 is a lot of money to me back then. I mean, it still is a lot of money, but I mean, back then it was like a lot. Like I don't even spend $100 on groceries. Like that's a lot of money for just 10 minutes. Like, come on. I'll be honest. I did feel a little cheated, but I didn't really know what to expect. So like, okay. That's why I started recording music at home, and it is a work in progress. I'm still learning how to do it. Sometimes you feel like when you compare yourself to other people, you feel like you're not really good enough, you know? Like, I always see other people, I'm just like, wow, you have all these connections, your pictures are like crystal clear. I'm still trying to figure out how to focus on an iPhone. Like, seems like you have it all. And it's like, you shouldn't compare yourself to people, but sometimes it's really hard not to, especially in the day and age of social media. It could just be so easy where it's like, hello, my name is Chanelmarie. I like you. Do you like me? Cool, let's be friends. Listen, I'm a simplistic person. I don't really need to go through all the complicated whatever that people go through just to like make a network. But apparently that's what you gotta do. Like, yeah. actually sitting at a coffee shop, and I did manage to squeeze $4 for a lemonade. Right? This is really good. You know, I'm pretty sure the coffee shop is some sort of a metaphor here, but I'm a jazz singer, not an English teacher, so. But I will say, in my journey to becoming a jazz singer, that it's been like an up and down thing for me. You know, last year I had the opportunity to be a part of a mentorship, and it really like humbled me a bit, and it helped me realize like the things that I need to work on and the things that I'm really good at, you know. So I was so grateful that I had that opportunity to be in a mentorship, because not everybody gets that, especially when you're an artist. You kind of just have to figure it out on your own, and that's basically what I've been doing. But the mentorship kind of helped me step it up a little bit. This channel is dedicated to my journey of becoming a professional jazz singer, and I just can't wait to share it with you. There are some things in my life that kind of hold me back from fully going for it, but we still getting to know each other, so when we get to know each other a little bit more, I'll be sharing more details of my life and putting more of my business on the interwebs for you to judge. But you know, we're friends. You know, I consider you a friend. I hope you consider me a friend, and I hope you stay and watch my journey to becoming a professional jazz singer. And one thing that I have is like a lot of like nerves, you know what I'm saying? Like getting up in front of people and having the courage to just show your art to people, because art is so subjective. But it's nerve-wracking when you're pouring your heart out to an audience and people are just kind of looking at you like this. It's like, is that a good sign or a bad sign, you know? But I'm slowly working on getting rid of that fear and getting rid of that anxiety and just going for it, because I've never actually performed live before, and that's something that I want to be doing on a regular basis, but I feel like my fear and my nerves kind of hold me back. But I'm slowly figuring out how to actually do it as a solo artist. Ooh, child. Sorry, it's really windy. I'm sitting under an umbrella, and the umbrella is like shaking, and I'm just like, child, I hope it doesn't fall on me because I'm too cute. But child, I'm watching that umbrella. But yeah, like I've been so like nervous to like perform live and just like be in front of an audience singing my songs, you know. And I definitely want to get back into like recording in a professional recording studio, just so like I can make good quality work, you know, like professional work that people want to listen to, you know. The quality is good, everything's crystal clear, it's mixed and mastered correct, you know. So that's also a goal that I have for myself. It's baby steps, and I feel like I've been going at a slow and steady pace for myself, and I'm not mad at it, you know what I'm saying? I'm really not mad at it. But I feel like when I turned 24, 25, that's when it really just like clicked for me, where it was like, okay, like I'm not gonna second guess myself. This is what I really want for myself, and I really need to make it happen, because your girl's not getting any younger here. And this is something that I'm so passionate about, and I just have to get over my anxiety, my fear, and that self-doubt, you know? This is all a part of the journey, and I'm just sharing my authentic feelings and emotions with you. It's really hard to book gigs for yourself, because you always go to like the venue website and you fill out the contact form where it says, okay, click here if you want to perform live, and you're filling out your contact information, then it's like, oh, did 2 months already go by and I never heard back from the venue or from the coffee shop or anything like that? So it's like, I need to like go in person and ask these people if I can perform live, but I have to get over it. That's just, you know, I'm just a regular girl doing regular stuff, and I'm just passionate about music. You know, I'm not anything special. I don't know anybody cool. I don't even know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy. I don't have any connections to anything but Marseille. All I have is me, myself, and I, and the good Lord. That's all I have, you know, and I'm so regular, you know. I wish I could say that there was something so great and amazing, but no, I'm just a regular girl that has a dream of singing for the world and writing songs that hopefully you will like and enjoy. But I was just thinking to myself the other day, and I was thinking to myself, I don't want to look back on my life and be like, why didn't I go after my dream? Why didn't I at least try? Why didn't I at least put the effort into it? Why didn't I put the time and effort? So that's what I'm doing now, you know? And I'm just hoping that it pays off. So yeah, that's kind of like my journey so far. It's really just the beginning. So thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for being a part of my journey. I hope you would subscribe, and I hope you come along with me as I pursue becoming a professional jazz singer. So yeah, I'm Chanelmarie Brooks, singer, songwriter, and that badass feminist. Bye!